Hello everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Jolima. I hope you're all doing well, hope you're all safe. And in this video I want to talk about my top 10 best spicy fragrances. So of course with cold weather right around the corner, I tend to use more heavy, spicy, warm, oriental, dark fragrances, which are actually my favorite category in fragrances. So without further ado, let's talk about these fantastic spicy fragrances, because I love spices in fragrances. And technically, well, this is not a top 10, more of a top 12. I will mention 12 fragrances in this video, and they all are fantastic and in no specific order. So coming first from the house of Nishane, which is actually one of my all-time favorite niche brands. I have a video talking about Nishane fragrance house overall, and this one is fantastic. It is Spice Bazaar. This one right here. I absolutely love Spice Bazaar. This is, if not my favorite, one of my all-time favorite spicy fragrances. This is spicy heaven. You have cumin, you have black pepper, you have saffron, you have ginger. I mean, you name it, with a heavy dose of yuzu right in the opening. Oh man, this is a citrusy, aromatic, spicy fragrance. With a hint in the dry down, you have a hint of a sweet vanilla to balance things up a bit more, but this is all about yuzu and spices. So well done, one of Nishane's best, definitely. The most prominent spicy note here is cumin, and cumin is not a very appealing spicy scent. It can go BO on my skin, or even on your skin. I mean, depending on how your skin is reacting to this fragrance note. But for me, for the most part, I really love cumin. I don't have any problem whatsoever with cumin, although I can see that it's a bit challenging. Nonetheless, one of the best spicy fragrances out there is this one, Nishane Spice Bazaar. The next fragrance that I want to mention is from the house of Hermes, and it is Voyage Parfum. What an outstanding scent. I think this is one of my all-time favorites from Hermes as of late. This is the best cardamom designer scent, in my opinion. It's not La Nuit de l'Homme anymore from Yves Saint Laurent, it's this one. This is it's so realistic. It has a natural feeling to it, which is, after all, expected from an Hermes scent. Very lemony right in the opening. Lemony, very heavy in the cardamom, aromatic, musky, woodsy in the base. Man, such a fantastic scent. This is a very versatile fragrance. I mean, this is an all year round type of scent. The performance is average, although this is a parfum. It's supposed to be highly concentrated, but the performance isn't incredible. It will not last you through the entire day, but still, I mean, it's average between 7 to 8 hours overall. Nonetheless, stunning cardamom scent. If you're looking for a designer cardamom fragrance, this one is the way to go. Is Voyage d'Hermes Parfum. The next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Tom Ford, and it's one of my all-time favorites. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. It is Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille from the Private Blanc collection is actually one of the OGs from this collection. This is one of the best spicy vanilla fragrances, with of course a heavy dose of tobacco. So many memories attached with this fragrance. So delicious. Oh, man, so sensual, so addictive. I love this. You have so many fragrances inspired by this fragrance, and you have also a lot of clones inspired by this fragrance, but this is still the best in its genre. It's Tobacco Vanille, a stunning spicy vanilla scent, and if you are searching for a spicy vanilla, check no more. This one is the way to go. It's Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. The next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Xerjoff, and what a fantastic scent this is. I have yet to review this one actually. It is Starlight. This one right here. Gorgeous presentation like all Xerjoffs. I love the bottle presentation of Xerjoff fragrances, and I love the detailing of this one. So Starlight was released last year actually. This is perfect for festive holiday season. This is a gourmand scent. Vanilla, cinnamon and cardamom, and also a heavy dose of almond. So good. Of course, here the most prominent spicy note for me is cardamom, followed by cinnamon, of course. Very creamy, almondy scent. It's sparkly, has a sparkliness in it. So good. It's a very regal gourmand scent, a very elegant gourmand scent. Love it. It is from the house of Xerjoff Starlight. Next fragrance that I want to mention is from the house of Baruti, and this was featured on my top 10 best fall fragrances of this year. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is Chai. Now, Chai is probably the best tea-based scent out there. This has black tea. Although rose is also featured as a prominent note, but I don't get much rose. It's definitely all about milk, vanilla and black tea with a blast of spices. You have ginger, you have cloves, you have cumin, you have saffron, you have pepper, you name it. So many spicy fragrances in here, spicy notes in here. It's warm, it's spicy, it's delicious, it's creamy in the dry down. I love this. Very soothing, very relaxing. Although this has a great performance, it will last you through the entire day. You need to go easy on the trigger with this one because, well, the spicy notes here can be overwhelming. This is fantastic. It is Baruti Chai. Next fragrance that I have here doesn't need any introduction. It's from the house of Annie Tower, and it is L'air du Désert Marocain. This one, again, doesn't need any introduction. It's a masterpiece. This is one of the best amber fragrances out there. But also, this has a lot of spices. This is a dry, spicy, dusty amber. Very realistic. It transports you to the Moroccan desert, where actually I've already been there. This is fantastic. I don't actually recall. I think this has cumin. Actually, this has cumin in here, but this is more about this dusty ambery with cumin, definitely. Although cumin here, it's not like the most prominent note. This is more of a spicy overall, let's say a generic spicy scent. Although generic, it's not a good term to describe L'air du Désert Marocain after all, but it's not a specific spicy note. It has a lot of spices, which I can't detect, but definitely cumin. I would say that it's cumin and a lot of amber. This is fantastic. Doesn't need any introduction. It is one of the best in its genre. It's a must try. Of course, this one is a must try if you're starting to discover niche fragrances. Is L'air du Désert Marocain from Annie Tower. Next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Cartier, and it is Cartier Déclaration Parfum. Released in 2018, and it was, in my opinion, the best designer release of that year. The most prominent spicy notes here are cardamom and cumin. What a fantastic scent with suede. The only downside of this fragrance is actually the performance. It doesn't last all that long, unfortunately, and it's a shame because this, after all, is a parfum concentration. But well, nonetheless, The scent here is fantastic, elegant, very mature, refined scent, reserved, and very heavy on the spices, once again, with cardamom and cumin being the most prominent spicy notes. Stunning scent. It is Déclaration Parfum from Cartier. The next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Masque Milano, and I did a review of this fragrance actually long ago, 2 years ago actually. It was one of my first fragrance reviews actually. It is Tango. Tango, right here. Tango is a stunning spicy amber scent created by Cécile Zorokian. So good, so sensual. I definitely need to talk about this fragrance much more. Oh wow, this is fantastic. Very mysterious, sensual, very seductive. This has black pepper. This has cumin. This has also, I think this also has cardamom, but definitely it's more about cumin and black pepper with amber. But it's completely different from L'Air du Désert Marocain amber. While that one it's more dry, more dusty. Here it's a bit softer and sweeter, but not overly sweet, not at all, but it's a bit more sweet than L'Air du Désert Marocain. And it's more sensual. For me, this is incredibly sensual. Stunning fragrance, and I love actually the bottle presentation from Masque Milano. This one is Tango. Now I have here two fragrances from the same niche house, which I recently did a overview, and is of course the house of Amouage, Epic Man, and of course the Blue Beast Interlude Man. So I have yet to try the Iris. I think it's Interlude Black Iris. I have yet to try that one, but man, these two fragrances are so good. This one doesn't need any introduction. This has oregano and pimento. It's very smoky. It has this campfire feel. Very resinous, balsamic, woodsy, has oud in here. This is, well, intoxicating. Stunning scent. It's one of the best from Amouage. And if you want a truly heavy, spicy scent, this one is the way to go. This is very masculine, very mature. Oh man, this is borderline like an 80s powerhouse. Borderline. It's just missing a funkiness. But this is very heavy in the spices. Very peppery, saffron, heavy on the frankincense. Very heavy on the frankincense. Very incensey, spicy, dry, leathery, woody. Man, love it. This is very masculine. I think this one is still more wearable than this one, but for me, I wear both fragrances with no problem whatsoever. I just need to go easy on the trigger. I think these are two fantastic spicy fragrances. Spicy, balsamic, incensey, woodsy fragrances. If you're searching for that type of scent, I think you should look on these two fragrances from Amouage, Interlude Man and Epic Man. And again, gorgeous looking bottles. I love the bottle presentation of Amouage. The next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Carner Barcelona, and this is a very underrated fragrance. This fragrance is the best, the most realistic, the most natural cinnamon scent that I ever experienced. It is Megalium, this one right here. Gorgeous looking bottle, love the color of the liquid. This fragrance is fantastic. This is incredible. Usually cinnamon-based fragrances are very sweet, but they have that cinnamon apple pie vibe. I'm thinking of Ojan, I'm thinking of 1 Million Privé, even Habdan, Those type of fragrances, usually heavy cinnamon fragrances, go in the gourmand, very sweet direction. This one, completely different. This literally smells like you are smelling a cinnamon stick, a dry cinnamon stick. That's it. So uber realistic. It's incredible. Never smell anything like this. Of course, you also have white pepper. You have some warm notes in here. After all, this is a warm, spicy scent. But cinnamon is the most prominent note overall of this fragrance, and it's low-Asian cinnamon. I never smelled low-Asian cinnamon, but this one really smells like your regular cinnamon stick. It's fantastic. I love this one. Megalium from Carner, Barcelona. The next fragrance I have here is from House of Puredistance, and it is one of my all-time favorite leather fragrances, but this is a spicy leathery scent. It is Puredistance M, this one right here. Puredistance M, created by Xerjoff actually. This is, you can see the inspiration. This took Bellamy from Hermes as an inspiration. This is very heavy on the spices and very leathery, very refined, so elegant, masculine, sophisticated, very mature, formal. This is perfect for formal events, upscale events, night out situations also. This is fantastic. The only downside is actually the price. This is very pricey. This is a 100 ml bottle size and will run you for 490 euros if I'm not mistaken, but you can go with Bellamy from Hermes and you get a similar scent DNA. You get that leathery, spicy nuances. Great scent. It has cinnamon and you have more spicy notes, but the cinnamon it's the only official spicy note, but you can definitely get some saffron, some cloves in here, and of course very leathery and herbal. You have like laurel in here, although again not featured as an official note or accord, but it's fantastic. I love this one. It is Puredistance M. And last but certainly not least, from House of Chanel, it is my favorite masculine scent from Chanel. It is Egoist. Egoist is a spicy floral sandalwood scent. Cinnamon is the most prominent spicy note, with carnation and sandalwood. Although this is more about sandalwood, but these three notes are what really defines Egoist: cinnamon, carnation, and sandalwood. So unique. So unique, it's so good, so masculine, mature, very gentlemanly. Although I would not say that this is overly mature. This is masculine, period. Masculine, gentlemanly, refined, and versatile, although this is perfect for fall and winter. I think it's the best seasons to wear this fragrance. I love this Egoist from Chanel. It's wonderful. My favorite masculine scent from Chanel, it's definitely Egoist. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, I'm missing some other spicy fragrances, even that I have in my collection, but well, I think this video would be too long. No, I don't have Spice Bomb. I think any of these fragrances are much better than Spice Bomb, in my opinion, of course. But well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below, what are your favorite spicy fragrances? Tell me everything in the comments down below, and see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao.